Okay, my video cut off, so this is like part two. So about the whole painter thing. So a painter will paint a whole landscape, right? And it'll be like a beautiful thing. But the thing is, the painter, it took him like maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes to paint that thing. But in his mind, he'll be like, oh, this can't be that good because of how fast I was able to do this and blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, everybody else who's looking at the painting, they're like, wow, this is the most amazing thing ever, blah, 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 blah. It takes me, I don't know, like 20 hours or like 2 months to do something like this. And for some reason, imposter syndrome, it will make you feel like damn, am I really good? Like, am I an artist? Like, am I a real artist just because of the fact that it doesn't take me, 20 hours or 2 months to do this? It takes me 20 minutes. Am I really that good, or am I just like a fake artist? That's how imposter syndrome works. It makes you doubt how good of an artist you are, how good of a teacher you are. So you could be a really amazing teacher, but there's this imposter syndrome creeping around you, and it's making you feel like, am I really a teacher? It could even be with tarot. Am I really good at tarot? Am I really good at math? Am I really good at, drawing? Am I really good at singing? Because it comes so easy. It just flows, right? It's so natural to the point where you're just like, if it's that easy, is it real? You start questioning like the validity of it. That's imposter syndrome. That's how that works. I feel like this person, they wish with all their might that you would be stuck in that imposter syndrome. She's like, well, if I'm not really that good, then should I even be teaching? Should I even be painting? Should I even be singing? If it's so easy for me, does that mean like I'm not good at it? I know, believe it or not, but Google it. Google imposter syndrome, and that will really eat up a lot of people. So you hear a lot of like, and it really it okay, imposter syndrome, it really gets to like geniuses, right? Like, because of how easy certain things are for geniuses, like they're like, wow, is it real? Like, am I really this good at this? Am I really this smart at this? So I feel like this person, they just wish that you would just doubt yourself so bad that you would just not do your job. You just don't become a teacher. You don't become a singer. You don't become an artist. You don't become uh whatever. Hold on one second. So I feel like also there's some sort of with a snake here, like a envy, because this person can't do what you're doing, which is teach, right? You're teaching. They can't teach. You're not missing out on anything. So they want you to give them all your knowledge, all everything that you know. Just give it to them. Your knowledge, your experience, your. Yeah, I'm not pulling that. This is a false person, but a false student. But they want to make it seem like they're so sincere about learning. But what they really want to do, they just want to take your information, and then when it comes time for you to really teach, to get really like when it comes time for you to work, like you really have to start working, put in the effort. You just don't have the energy. You don't care about it anymore. It should, and not only that, this person, it's like they want to break your heart. Like, if you teach them whatever, they want to break your heart and use that whatever you taught them against you. It's like they want to break your spirit. So when it comes time for you to teach, you just don't have the energy. You're heartbroken. You feeling betrayed. I don't know why I did it. Yeah, the only reason why this person did it is because your imposter syndrome, it just shows like how legit your skills are. Whatever skills this is, your skills are so natural. It's like secondhand to breathing. It's like that. This person doesn't have that skill. So the only thing that they can do is just take your wisdom, take your knowledge, use it, and then like what, betray you, Ten of Swords you, and then keep you in imposter syndrome. Like, wow, if I was supposed to teach this student, blah 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 blah, why did they betray me? Right? Am I a really good teacher? Am I supposed to be doing this if this happened? um 444 too. They like to play the blame game. So let's say this person betrays you, right? Well, it's your fault. You're the one that taught me this. I'm just using what you taught me, right? I'm just using the knowledge that you gave me. I feel like they're just waiting for like the most opportune moment to betray you. But then they're also going to kind of like gaslight you, like flip that. Well, you're the one that told me, blah, 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 blah. So this is the kind of person that they will take the knowledge that you gave them and then twist it in like the most wicked way just to put swords in you, just to put jabs in you, just so you can be like, well, I shouldn't be teaching then. If this is how my last student was, if this is what happened to my student, I shouldn't be teaching. I shouldn't be doing this, right? I shouldn't be talking about this. This is what happened. Hold on. So yeah. Yeah, this stalker has a dog. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to pull some tarot now. What was that? Ten of Cups reverse. Wow. There's a lack of happiness in this person's life. Nothing is making them happy. Nothing is making them happy. I feel like this stalker is a man. It's interesting because the kind of dog that I saw this stalker having was a. Hold on. Oh. Anyways, never mind. I guess I'm not gonna say it because I shouldn't say it. There's no happiness in this person's life. It seems as though it's like a pit. There's a pit of emptiness. So no matter what they do in their life, it just goes into this pit of nothingness, this pit of emptiness. No matter what they can do, they can't fill it. All right, so we have the Ten of Cups reverse. Mind you, we have this well in this wishing card. There's nothing that, it's like, no matter what they do, they just cannot fill this pit, this well of emptiness. Which is so weird because it's like they're blaming you for that. It's like, why don't you just let me stalk you? Why don't you just why can't I, why is it that no matter what I do, no matter how much stalking I do, it doesn't, like, why? It is just like the weirdest thing. That's why I think it's just like so funny because it's like, please just let me stalk you because that'll make me happy. I was just like, what? The audacity of this person. The audacity. There's a big hole in like this person. It's a pit. There's a pit of emptiness inside this person. Which is one of the saddest things about this is that as empty and sad as they are, they're stalking you. They want to know what you know. Like, I feel like a lot of it has to do, like, why are you happy? What makes you happy? Why are you full? And they blame you for being full because they're not full. And I truly feel like they just, it's gotten to the point where they just don't even know why they do what they do with I don't know why I did it. they truly don't know why they do what they do at this point. They don't, right? Because they're just being guided by, like, they're just going, not like they don't even have a plan. They kind of just wake up, okay, now I'm going to stalk the collective, and they just see what happens, right? It's like, they just play it by ear, like, all the time. And then they blame you when, by them playing it by ear, they don't get the results that they want. You have a plan. You know what your plan is. Your plan, your job, you're teaching. You're going to keep going no matter what. That's your plan. That's your job. That's what you're doing. This person gets mad at you because they play it by ear, expecting something, and nothing happens. I feel like this person, not exactly a loner, but they don't have close emotional relationships. There's no family, no friends. I mean, they could have family, they could have friends, but no one that they care about or love about, or that they feel that from their friends or family. So, not like they're lonely. I mean, they could be lonely, but they're more so alone. There's a huge difference between the collective and the karmics. These are strangers of God. The Magician reverse, the Emperor reverse. Yeah. I just got really, really dizzy. Jesus. The Magician reverse, Emperor reverse. Yeah. This is a man. I also feel like this man, like, the reason why he has to be sneaky with his stalking is because you would never think that the person who's stalking you is a person like, what? That person's supposed to be like a family man, or that person's supposed to be like a politician, or a person that, you know, the community loves, or society loves, or, like, you know, my school loves, or whatever. You would never think that this is the kind of person that's doing, like, wicked things. Like, they just wish, this person wishes and hopes that you would just give them all your energy, all your teaching energy. In particular, hold on one second. All right, I'm back. So this Emperor in reverse, right? You would never suspect this is who this stalker is. And on top of that, with the Ten of Cups reverse and the Magician in reverse, this, I don't know, masculine, this man, he can't really create anything. I feel like he can't create anything on his own. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Oh boy, what was I saying? Yeah, so this man can't create anything on his own. There's nothing making him happy. This fly is just really annoying. There's just nothing. It's really, I don't know what it. I can't say anything about money or his foundation. But emotionally, there's nothing fulfilling this man emotionally. So what he wants is to watch you, stalk you, keep an eye on you. He just wants to see what you're doing and get your knowledge. And then once he has everything he needs, he's going to betray you and then blame you for that. Like, well, it's your fault for letting me betray you. It's your fault. And it's so funny because he's like, why don't you let me stalk you? Can you let me stalk you? And then he'll betray you and then be like, well, it's your fault for letting me stalk you. And it's just like, I never gave you permission either way. Right? Jeez. Let's see what else comes out. Jeez. The World reverse. 3 of Pentacles. The World reverse, 3 of Pentacles. I don't think he's happy because you just don't want to be around him. You don't want to work with him. And especially because he can't create anything on his own. Yes. My background has been so busy lately, all the distractions. There's nothing I can do about that. So I apologize. So you're just gonna have to do your best to try and hear out the message. Okay? I feel like I'm getting kind of like a grumpy feeling. Like this man, he's just really grumpy. He's always grumpy. He's like a grumpy old man, but without the old part. So this could be like a grumpy man in like his 30s. Yeah, he's just always grumpy, always angry, always upset, always bothered, right? He just doesn't have that magic touch that you do. That star teacher quality, that skill that just comes so naturally to you. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that. He needs, I don't know, I feel like he just wants to work with you, but it's really not because like he just wants that star quality that you have, so he can just use it for himself. That's what I'm saying. Like he wants to know what you know. He wants your knowledge, and then once he gets what he feels is enough for him to be happy, to fill that deep well, he's going to betray you. Only time, and it's so funny because let's say hypothetically speaking, he does end up betraying you. He thinks that's gonna turn his whole life around. He'll be in the Ten of Cups, the World upright, the Emperor upright, the Magician upright. That's not what's gonna happen. That's not what's gonna happen. I feel like the knowledge, if you do, wow, sorry. If you do, oh my gosh. Excuse me. If you do give him knowledge, that knowledge is just like temporary. It's just like, I don't know. It's like you can't use the same information over and over and over and over and over again. So like if you give him knowledge on something, that's only good for like that one thing, that one time. But for him, he's like, oh, okay, great. I have knowledge now. Let me betray the collective. Right? And it's so funny because if he does betray you, nothing's going to change for him. I feel like your knowledge is infinite. It's boundless. I'm getting like sage. Sages are like connected to source. This person is not. They don't have that magic touch. They don't have that spark, that skill that comes naturally. Like this person is the opposite of a sage. I don't know what would be the opposite of a sage, but for example, your teaching abilities would be that's par to like a sage. This person, I don't know what they're trying to do. I mean, I know, but it's like it's so interesting how they think that this is gonna work. This is their plan. Yeah. That is so sad. I think that's like the saddest thing ever. This person, they're also the one that's unbalanced. They're just kind of off their rocker right now. I'm going to get a couple more and then I'm going to close it for part 2. I have no idea why my video cuts off like that. It hasn't done that in a while, but whatever, right? Jesus. Temperance reverse. But that also fell on top of 3 of Pentacles. I feel like this person is desperate for people to work with them. And they're also just desperate for you to work with them. This person, they're just desperate for like knowledge too. Because also 3 of Pentacles, it could also be learning and knowledge, right? So it's like this person is just desperate for whatever knowledge that you have, whatever information, whatever wisdom you have. Hold on. So yeah, this person is just desperate for information. That's really what it is, the knowledge. This person definitely stalks you just to know what you know, see what you know. I can't stress this enough. If they ever betray you, nothing is going to change for them. They're still going to be empty. They're still going to be grumpy, unhappy. They're still going to be searching for answers. They're just, I hate to say it, I do, but they're just different from you. You are like sage energy. This person is, they're not on the, like, we got temperance reverse and balanced in reverse. This person is off their rocker, and they think that they can betray like a sage in a sense. Like, come on. And then they want to blame you because I feel like also if they are stalking you, they're not getting the information that they're like that they were hoping to get or that they thought they were gonna get. They're just not, because the information that you're getting is not coming from outside. It's coming from inside. It's an inner knowing, not an outer knowing. Your knowledge comes from within, not without. Right? It's within, inner knowledge. That's why no matter what this person does, nothing's going to change for them. And if anything, even if this person does betray you, that's just another obstacle for you, because you're going to keep going with persist being here. You're going to keep moving forward. You're going to still learn. You're still going to focus on your self-care. Like, but this person is hoping that if they betray you, that'll stop you from doing what you're supposed to be doing. And it's kind of like, you weren't fit for the position, let me take over now, right? But I'm sorry, but my position's not going anywhere. It's here. I'm fully in my purpose. Okay? So jot that down. Nothing's gonna change. And this person, they're just kind of like I'm just getting like they're off their rocker. Alright, let me get 2 more and then I'll close it. What time is it? Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Hi. Alright, I guess that's it for that deck. Let's see. Eight of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands on top of self-care. Hold on. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. The Eight of Wands on top of self-care. Bless you. This is you. So you could just be laying in bed and like, how am I gonna take care of this? Like, if I'm feeling sad, what do I do about this sad feeling that I'm feeling? What do I do about this? How do I focus on my self-care? I feel like you're just getting, your guides are just like, do this, do that, do this, do that. Take a bubble bath or take a soak or use this ingredient and mix these things together and, focus on this and listen to this. It's all coming from within. It's like you have so many guides. It's a guiding hand. It's so funny because I'm playing this game, right? And it was like a quest within a quest, right? But in one part of the game, one of the options is called guiding hand, and it literally guides you to where you need to go, to what you need to do, right? So it's so funny because this is like all these wands, they're like literally guiding you to the light within the middle of you. And one of the best ways for them to be able to do that is if you focus on your self-care. And now there may be times where you don't know how to focus on your self-care. That's okay, because your guides know how to guide you to focus on your self-care. Because a lot of the times, people don't think self-care is like essential for your spiritual growth and your spiritual journey. It really is. It is. It's kind of like you can't be the best version of yourself if you're not taking care of yourself, right? So it's like that. And they're like, your guides are like, oh, okay, we know how to do this. Let us guide you to do this, right? So I feel like you're just getting messages in all sorts of ways, which is awesome. It's pretty beautiful. This is what I'm talking about. These are things you cannot buy. Okay, you cannot buy this. And I feel like this person, they're desperate for this kind of information. They would rather buy, like if they could buy this information, they would, but you can't. You can't, and I feel like it really makes them grumpy and like just so angry and bothered, like that they just can't buy this kind of information. So this would be the kind of person that would buy anything and everything, but the one thing that they can't buy, they're looking at you. Well, how did you get it? All right, how did you get it? I think that's it. Let me shuffle one more time. If it comes out, I'm gonna call it. Oh my God! Did you see that? Look, Temperance reverse again. Look. So we had Temperance reverse. This had two different decks. Temperance came out twice in tarot. And hold on, baby. And then Unbalanced came out in one of my oracle decks. This person is not in their right mind at all. And I feel like there was a point when they were okay. But the more that they invested into this, it really like tipped the scales. And now they're just not at all in a good place. Which is interesting because I feel like before they started with the stalking, they weren't that bad. You know, things were still like, I guess, salvageable for them. Things were not bad. Things were okay. But then they started stalking you. That's when they really became Temperance in reverse. Alright, let me get one more shuffle. If nothing comes out, I'll call it. The Tower reverse. This person, they wanted towers in your life. Also, nothing's changing for you. That's the thing too. Nothing's changing for you. Everything's just the same. One of the things that they were trying to do is they were trying to find ways to stop the messages that you're getting, but that's not happening. You're still getting your messages. With the Tower reverse, there's no big changes. Nothing's stopped. Nothing's ended. You're still getting your messages, right? You're still focused on your self-care. Like, you truly, truly care about yourself. You truly, truly care about your well-being, your environment, your happiness, your spiritual journey, your God. Like, what is that? Two of Swords in reverse. At this point, I feel like this person, they just made up their mind. They just want to do this. This is all they want to do. They just want to do this. They have a one-track mind. It's so funny because no matter how much they stalk you, nothing's going to change for you. Be careful. Alright, I'm really, really going to get one more and then I'll call it. Watch like 10 fall out. Alright, this is really... 2. That's funny. Two of Wands reverse and Queen of Pentacles reverse. Whoever this person... so this man is extremely... Excuse me. This man is extremely insecure. Alright, hold on one second. Yeah, there's some sort of like insecurities going on with him. It could be about his foundation. To be honest with you, I don't think it's about his foundation. I think it's like the foundation within like himself, right? Obviously, we have Temperance in reverse twice and then Unbalanced in reverse. There's no stable foundation within himself. He doesn't know why he's doing what he's doing. The card came out that said, I don't know why I did it, because it's just truly gotten to a point where he just doesn't even know what he's doing. He's so ungrounded, so unstable. Like, I can look at people and immediately tell, yeah, that person's not grounded. Yeah, that person's grounded. Like, I don't know how, but it's like the ground beneath them shakes or some shit. I can't even explain it, man. This person, they're just not grounded. They're not stable inside. And it's so funny because people think that you have all the money cards closed, but you can still be the most unstable person ever, right? It's not about your physical, material wealth and foundation. It's inside, right? Because you could have all the money cards and closed. For example, this person could have had all the money, cars, and clothes. But the minute he became unstable inside, like he lost all of that within an instant, right? So it's literally that can happen. It just, if you're not stable inside, you can lose. That's why, because I was in the shower earlier and I was like, if you don't keep yourself in check, you will make mistakes where you will lose everything. And that's like this person is making mistakes where they're losing everything. Ten of Wands reverse. This was like the worst thing that this person could ever do, which is like basically set their sights on you and stalk you and, I don't know, try and alter things in your life. They did black magic on you because they can't create things organically in their life. It's not, they don't have that skill. You have that skill. So they wanted to end that skill for you, use your knowledge against you, betray you, and then blame you for that betrayal. Well, it's your fault I betrayed you. It's your fault that I had to use black magic because I don't have that skill, and it's just not fair. They like to play the blame game, right? This is so sad, man. This is so sad. So I'm gonna call the reading here. If you need a personal reading, just email me and we'll get you squared away and all that good stuff. My prices are in like every video and in my About Me section. What else? Yeah, bye.